News 3 Sports Desk, brought to you by John Foy and Associates, Personal Injury Law. Injured? Call the Strong Arm. Time for News 3 Sports.
What's up, everyone? I'm Robert Harford, and here's a look at your sports. Two fierce rivals had a pair of special matchups this season, and it revolved around the two men leading the teams. Here's their story. The rivalry between Columbus High and Brookstone School has always been fierce, no matter the sport. But this season's matchups on the basketball hardwood carried more meaning, and that started with the two men leading the teams. Carl Ivy Sr. has been coaching at Columbus for over a decade, including the last 3 as the head coach of the Columbus Blue Devils. This year's matchup with Brookstone provided him with a unique head coaching competitor on the other bench, his son, Carl Jr. Coach Ivy Sr. has been coaching his son from an early age. The opportunity to coach against him was a rewarding experience.
Well, one of the lessons he's taught me is persistence. And one of the things with him being a young man growing up to try to find his career, he was very persistent in knowing what he wanted to do. And so that taught me that he's learned how to be persistent.
Coaching against his dad was a special moment for Ivy Jr. because his dad inspired his love of basketball.
I started playing basketball when I was 3, and my dad was my first coach. And from that moment on, I fell in love with the game, and he's just really always been there as a supporter, as a mentor, along with being a coach and a father. And so when I put all that together, the game just kind of helps symbolize our relationship as a father and a son. So that's been awesome.
Coaching for the Ivies goes far beyond just the skills on the court. It's about teaching life lessons for the student athletes they coach.
The biggest life lessons I learned from my dad that I try to instill in the players, he has a military background. So, things like communication and accountability, those are important in everything you do. And so, like, whether you're playing defense, offense, whether you're just working your day job, being able to hold yourself and your team members accountable allows for you and those around you to experience success.
One of the things he's taught me is to be tough. And so what I mean by that is I've always was tough on him as trying to get it right. And that's one of the things he has been doing his entire life, is trying to get it right. And so it's just one of those things that we just live and learn by.
The two coaches have both coached in big games in their careers, but something about coaching against each other was truly special.
Oh, it meant the world to me to see his program grow. And as far as him as an individual, it just showed the great work that he's been putting into his program.
Now, that was the highlight of my first season as a head coach. Like, having that opportunity is phenomenal. It's cool to be able to say that. The games were close, they were exciting, they were competitive, and so putting all of that into perspective is just truly a blessing. And so that was a special honor on my behalf, and I hate that he got those 2 wins, but it's all good in our household.
Now to the hardwood. Pacelli's girls taking on George Walton for the state title. George Walton up 4 in the third. Grace Smith with Tukamora Jones with the 3-ball corner pocket. It's 27-26 now. Next possession, it's Smith with the bank shot off the glass and in. Lady Vikings up by 1. Pacelli up 7. Michaela Hosley gets the steal, and she is off to the races. For an easy 2 points, Lady Vikings lead 36-27. Next possession, it's Kamora Jones, open for 3 again, nothing but net. That would put the game away. Lady Vikings make history with the first ever state title in program history. We caught up with head coach Bryant Thomas after the game.
Hey, all glory to God, all glory to God. Man, I'm so excited that we was able to get the win. Man, I don't know what to say right now. We've been fighting since August. I mean, we done had a lot of adversity, up and downs. We done played with 6 kids. We done played with 5. We done did a lot. We're tired. I'm tired. It's just a lot. I don't really know what to say. I'm excited for the girls. I'm excited that we done got the first one ever. It's been a long time coming, and right now we're just trying to get another one for the boys.
Speaking of those boys, Pacelli's taking on Loganville Christian for the boys for a title. Late in the third, Jadis Ford hits TJ Smith, corner 3, and count it. Pacelli leads 29-22 after 3. In the fourth, the Vikings force a turnover. Jalen Bush fires it to Ford. He takes it all the way in for the layup. Pacelli up 34-22. Later in the fourth, off the miss, it's Bush down court to Smith. He gets the layup through the contact. Pacelli up 14. Then it's AZ Justy driving, gets the and one, and that is your dagger. The long journey to a state title is over for Pacelli. The boys are state champs 44-31. Here's head coach Corey Black after the game on Pacelli's sweep of the state titles.
Man, that's crazy. You know, 3-4 years ago, I'm sitting there on the girls' bench, looking up, we down 69-2, and I say to myself, we got to fix this. And look what God did. He fixed it. Gave us a state championship with Coach Thomas' second year. Boys, 0-22, 6-7 years ago, state champions. It's unbelievable, man. Only God can do this right here. Just hard work and grit.
That's going to do it for your look at sports. News 3 will be right back.